Hi, this is Jen again. This is going to be a tutorial on how to enter an image into a WordPress site and to make sure that it is the size that you want. The instructions are basically the same for every WordPress site. There are no themes that I know of that control your ability to size your images. So I'm going to actually start from the super beginning because what I'm going to tell you is that you should never use an image in your website that is bigger than you need it because it will slow down your site tremendously. So uploading an image from your camera or your iPhone is a bad idea without resizing it first. So let's just look at a really super easy way to resize it. If you go to Picmonkey, and Picmonkey is a free resource, you do not have to pay for it. If you do pay for it, you get a couple extras, but you don't have to pay for it. So if you go into Picmonkey and you say edit, I'm going to choose an image from my computer because that's where all my big images live. And I'm just going to grab a photo and I'm not even going to care what it is. So I'm just going to say we're going to open this one. Okay, so this image is open. Oh, look how blurry it is. And with our little puppy. So we're going to go and we're going to resize this. When you click resize, you're going to see how big it actually is. So this image is 1500 pixels by 2000 pixels. By WordPress standards, that image is ginormous. You never really need an image that is wider than like a Pinterest pin or a Facebook image. Now I have another screencast about how to create the right size images for social media. So if you check my YouTube channel, you'll see that. Also, I have a blog post on it. So you can find the exact images you need. But a Facebook image is 1200 pixels wide. However, this is a vertical image, which doesn't work for Facebook. So just for kicks, I'm going to say we're going to change the size to 600 wide, which is a great size for a post. It automatically changes the length as well. And it keeps the proportion, so you don't have to worry that it's going to get all wacky. I'm going to apply, and then all I have to do is save this, and I'm going to save it as something that I will recognize. For me, I'm going to save it as a test. It's easier for me to go and find an A, and then I'm going to say save to my computer. Make sure you put it somewhere that you're going to recognize it. A weird thing that Macs do is pull up the folder that you took it from, so don't accidentally save it there. I save pretty much everything to a folder called downloads. Everybody has one. You can save it to downloads. I think it's an easy place to find stuff. Okay, so it's been saved. That's it. It's in my downloads. So now I'm going to go back to the blog post and I'm going to say I'd like that image to be right here. So I put my cursor where I want my image to be and I click Add Media. Now, if you have something that is saved and easy to find, you can actually drag and drop an image. I don't really know where this is. I do know where it is, but let's pretend I don't. So I'm going to upload my file, and I made it a test, so it would be easy for me to find. And of course it's not. So where are you, a test? You are here. Great. Okay, so we're going to open that up. It's going to upload it. Now, when it uploads it, just check the size. That's one of the times that you can make sure that everything is copacetic. So here, we want to make sure that it says the size. So, because what if you gave it a really similar name and you accidentally uploaded the wrong one? So you're going to upload that image and you are going to say insert into post. Now, here's the thing. So here's the trick. So here's the size. But here is another set of, this is your attachment display setting. So this says what size is it going to look like in your post. Now I think this is where the problem is coming from. So the alignment none means it's going to just make it all messy. So always choose your alignment. I'm going to say I want this image to be in the center. If you put your cursor next to any text, then you want to pick, do you want it to align to the left and the text to the right, or do you want it to align to the right with the text to the left? I usually put my images in the center because WordPress can get messy. Link to none. If you want your image to click through something, you can actually add a link. And here you choose the size. So I put it in as 600 by 800 because that's the size I want. So you click full size and you insert it into post. And there's the image. So this is the full size image I wanted, and I inserted it into post. And I'm going to hit preview so I can see what it looks like. And we're waiting, we're waiting. I don't have great Wi-Fi where I am, so I'm sorry. Okay, and there it is. So the image is full size. It is the full size that you wanted it to be. I'll show you how the mess up happens, and it's just like this. So say I want to put it here, and I'm going to click Add Media, and I'm going to click this. But you know, remember that when I defaulted, the default size was medium. I wanted it to be the size I entered it, but if I don't change that default size, then it's going to put it in little. And so I believe that's what's happening, is that you're not changing the default size of your image. You're leaving it as the default that WordPress is using. So if that's a little confusing, just rewind and watch it again and again and again until you get it. But it really just comes down to when you insert an image, make sure, and you know, you can go back to your old images. Oh, here we go for a little bit of information, okay? You can go back to all your old images, click on it, click the little edit pencil, and go in here and change the size back to the size that you wanted, which should be full size. However, if you did not create images the size you want, you may have to click custom size. The problem with that is that the size might get a little wonky. So you may just have to say for past posts, unless it's a post that's doing really well on social media and getting shared a lot, you may just have to leave past posts as they are. But if you you know, if you do want to go back and change it, then you can at least do that, and you can click update, and there's that image again, nice and ginormous, just like the other one. And when I say preview, you will see that it is where it belongs. So here's the first one, and here's the second one. So I hope that answers your questions about how to add an image into your post and have it be the large size that you want. And if you need help, just give me a holler. Okay, thanks.